So this is the Uno 5108. It is a PC 5108. We just painted it black with an orange header on it because that's our colors. The PC 5108 and the Uno 5108 are the same thing. I daisy chain this. This is how I properly get an Uno panel to be 128 hardwired zones. Okay, so I use it with this. Now, if you have power series, that comment I made about peripherals earlier with the Uno panel, if you have PC 5108s, great. They'll work with the Uno. You don't have to have one or the other. You can have both of them working at the same time. They're not going to interfere with each other. So it could be a PC 5108 and an Uno 5108 and or both. Next, please. The Uno RF433. So remember I made that comment earlier about how with a PC, a 1660 or an 1832, anything of that power series, we could only have the one receiver. Again, because the Uno is unlimited. So I don't know if you guys can see in the picture right there, but there's a nice little board with some prongs right there in the top center of it. Okay. That Uno RF433 antenna goes right there on top of it. Now, if you've got an old PC 5003 CAN, you're going to have to notch out the 1/2 inch or 5/8 hole in dead center with the other two sides of the knockouts that are halfway back. You're going to have to notch out a little hole for that because obviously we want the antenna to come through outside of the metal enclosure so that it can receive and everything like that and not get interference from the metal can. So think of this situation. What about if I've got a power series keypad with RF? Now let's think of a different situation. I got power series wireless 433. I put the Uno panel in. Now I want to add some solo wireless 433. I can put in my programming, which is all done through your dealer portal, I can now assign this one or the keypad one, whatever one you wanted. You assign one to DSC native power series 433 and the other one to our solo series. So again, unlimited receivers, but when programming, I have to assign the receiver to what it's doing. It won't pick up both. It can do both, but I got to tell it which one it's doing, if that makes sense. Next slide, please. Sidekick. So we all know 3G and the whole sunsetting stuff. The Sidekick comes with its black antenna box. Obviously, it mounts outside of the enclosure. Comes with a, I don't know, 10-inch PC link cable. This goes into the bottom. That goes perfectly onto the expansion port right here on the Uno panel itself. Obviously, again, outside the enclosure. I can only keep this to about this 9 or 10-inch piece that PC link is. If I want to extend, I can use SMA cable and I can extend the physical antenna and I could move that antenna as far out as I wanted to try to reach a better signal. Okay, so very important. If I have a longer PC link, I can't, use the longer one. It doesn't like it for some reason when you get slightly above this length, but the SMA cable can extend the physical antenna as far as I want. What I like about our LTE products, this isn't a Bell or a Rogers or a Telus issue. We partner with everyone because our LTE products are designed to latch on to the strongest strength. So we latch by signal strength, not by carrier, if that makes sense, because some carriers are horrible in areas and fantastic in other areas. Okay. Great point. But as dealers, the great thing to know about this is you would fill out an LTE contract that comes to us. You only have to do it the one time. And then every time you hook up an LTE device, automatically you are billed for it. We bill you, you bill your client, whatever you want. So this adds into your value and also into your RMR that you're doing for your client as well. So the solo sensors, the 433 solo sensors. So there's a door window. We've got the motion. We've got a fob. We've got a siren. We've got a smoke, and we've got an EMS universal sensor. I'll show it in the next slide, but I don't like these door windows. I think they're too bulky. So we have a new low profile window and door coming. Probably should have it in about a month. But if we think of that DSC, the 433, the real thin, called the width of quarter, I don't know, maybe what is it? What are they? I don't know, 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches long by 5/8 or 3/4 of an inch wide and like the thickness of a quarter. We have those coming. And what I was saying earlier too is what I like about it is not only do I like the design from the DSC stuff, but the DSC 433, those window and doors, they weren't the best in transmitting. And it seemed to eat up a lot of batteries a lot too. Now, maybe that's also because there wasn't LED batteries in it before. But low profile, always had a watch battery and was able to eat up batteries faster and not do a proper transmission. From our tests and what we're seeing, we're transmitting a lot better than those DSC, but yet I have the same profile. It's probably also because I put a lithium watch battery in it too, makes it last a little longer. So before I go on to that though, that universal sensor, if everyone looking on the bottom right there, that solo EMS, what I love about that sensor is you could actually put 3 hardwired zones into that sensor. So now customer wants to add, I don't know, a float, a water sensor in the basement in case of a flood sensor, that kind of thing too. I love hardwired sensors. I think hardwired sensors are fantastic. But if you had a wireless option, because you couldn't run wire and do all that, you put the universal EMS sensor into there, and this could also be outside in a commercial project on a commercial garage door, because I can put hardwired zones into that. But what I like about it is I can also read temperature, so that's pretty cool. I can read temperature on that EMS sensor as well. So now I can place that into the line for the 433 to talk to, in my many options of repeaters on the Uno panel of what we've talked about already. But now I can hone in on that and put some hardwired stuff to that too. But also, I just thought it was cool that it relayed temperature as well.
So the temperature is built into the universal sensor, right? The high-low temp.
Yes.
Perfect. Because often a lot of these extra devices are used to add something like a high-low temperature sensor, sump pump sensor, a water sensor.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's built in already is extra value for your money.
Yeah, I mean I know it reads temperature and that's on just it. So I don't imagine we could add anything else to it. It's in there. So yeah.
Beautiful.